Porn is everywhere. It's free, it's unlimited, and it's one click away, 24/7. But here's the harsh truth. Porn is quietly destroying an entire generation of men and women. It's wrecking mental health, crushing motivation, damaging relationships, and even rewiring the way our brains work. And the scariest part? Most people don't even realize it's happening until it's too late. We live in the most hypersexualized culture in human history. Never before has so much explicit material been available, instantly, for free. And it's not just adults. Kids as young as 10 are being exposed to hardcore content before they even understand what real intimacy is. What does that do to a brain that's still developing? What does it do to an entire society? This isn't some small, personal habit. It's a global issue. Millions of people are caught in a cycle of guilt, shame, and addiction, trapped by something that looks harmless on the surface but destroys from the inside out. In this video, we're going to break down how porn hijacks your brain, how it kills your motivation, how it ruins your relationships, and why it's leaving an entire generation weaker, lonelier, and less fulfilled than ever before. Let's start with the brain. Every time you watch porn, your brain gets hit with a powerful surge of dopamine, the chemical responsible for motivation and reward. Dopamine is supposed to drive you to achieve real goals: hunting, building, working, creating, connecting with people. But porn hijacks that system. Instead of motivating you to do something meaningful, your brain gets the same chemical reward for doing nothing but watching a screen. At first, it feels exciting. But the more you watch, the more your brain adapts. Suddenly, the same content doesn't give you the same thrill. You need more variety, more novelty, more extreme videos just to feel that same high. This is called tolerance, and it's the same cycle we see with drugs. Over time, your baseline dopamine levels drop. Things that used to bring joy, hanging out with friends, playing sports, working on a project, feel dull and uninteresting. Real life seems boring, while porn seems exciting. That's not just a bad habit, that's addiction. Your brain literally rewires itself to crave pixels over reality. And once that happens, breaking free feels nearly impossible. To the motivation trap. Here's where porn becomes especially dangerous. Your brain doesn't know the difference between watching porn and actually achieving something in real life. When you watch porn, your brain rewards you as if you've accomplished something huge. In reality, you've done nothing. This is why so many guys, and increasingly women, feel unmotivated, stuck, or lazy. They're not broken. They're not weak. Their brains are being tricked. Porn gives the illusion of success without the effort. It convinces your mind that you've already won the prize, so why bother chasing the real thing? This is why people addicted to porn often struggle with procrastination, lack of drive, and depression. Their brains are drained of the motivation that used to push humans to build, create, and pursue relationships. Think about it. If your brain thinks you're already winning, why would it encourage you to work hard, take risks, or even leave the house? That's why so many people stuck in this cycle describe feeling like zombies. They're alive, but they're not living. They're comfortable but unfulfilled. And the longer you stay in this loop, the harder it becomes to break out and reclaim your drive. 3. The relationship crisis. Porn doesn't just destroy your motivation, it destroys your relationships. When you consume porn regularly, you start to rewire your expectations about intimacy. You begin to see people as objects, not human beings. You expect real partners to look and act like the actors you've been watching on screen. And when they don't, you feel dissatisfied. For many men, this leads to performance issues. The brain becomes so conditioned to pixels that real intimacy doesn't excite it anymore. Some even report being unable to perform with a partner at all. For women, constant exposure can distort body image, lower self-esteem, and create unrealistic standards for how they should behave. Over time, porn creates distance between people. Instead of building intimacy through connection, trust, and vulnerability, individuals retreat into fantasy. It feels safer, easier, and more predictable than dealing with the complexities of real human relationships. But that comes with a cost: loneliness, isolation, and a growing inability to connect with others in a healthy way. Studies are already showing younger generations losing interest in dating, marriage, and even sex. Why? Because porn gives them all the illusion of intimacy without any of the work or risk of real connection. For the bigger picture, let's zoom out for a moment. This isn't just about you, it's about an entire generation. Right now, millions of young people are growing up addicted to porn. They're hitting puberty with instant access to unlimited explicit material, and by the time they reach adulthood, many are already hooked. What happens to a society where an entire generation loses motivation, struggles to form healthy relationships, and spends more time escaping into fantasy than building a real life? We're already seeing the effects: record levels of loneliness, depression, and anxiety. Productivity is down. Birth rates are dropping. People are less interested in commitment, family, and building a future. Porn plays a massive role in this cultural shift. It trains us to choose easy dopamine over hard-earned fulfillment. It conditions us to pick fantasy over reality. And over time, that shapes not just individuals but entire societies. Think about it. What happens when millions of people stop striving, stop connecting, and stop building? We end up weaker, more isolated, and less capable of creating the kind of world we all want to live in. This isn't just a personal problem, it's a generational crisis. 5. Breaking free. Now here's the good news: you're not stuck. Breaking free from porn is absolutely possible, and thousands of people are doing it every single day. The first step is awareness, recognizing the damage and admitting it's a problem. If you've made it this far in the video, you've already taken that step. The next step is action. That means cutting out porn, even if it feels impossible at first. Delete the apps, install blockers, set boundaries, whatever it takes. Replace the time you'd normally spend watching with something productive: exercise, hobbies, learning, creating. Your brain needs new pathways, and the only way to build them is to give it new, healthier rewards. Movements like NoFap and Dopamine Detox are helping millions reset their brains. When you quit porn, the first few weeks may feel brutal. But then, slowly, your motivation returns. Your confidence grows. Your energy increases. You start noticing beauty and connection in real life again. It's not easy, but it's worth it. And the stories of transformation are everywhere. People who went from addicted and depressed to focused, driven, and alive again. That can be you too, if you take the first step today. So here's the big question. If porn is destroying an entire generation, are you going to be part of it, or are you going to rise above it? This isn't about shame. It's not about judging anyone. It's about realizing that your time, your energy, and your life are worth more than endless hours lost to a screen. It's about choosing reality over fantasy, long-term fulfillment over instant gratification. Every time you open that website, you're making a choice. A choice that affects your brain, your body, your relationships, your future. And the truth is, every choice adds up. You can either keep feeding the addiction, or you can start building a life you're proud of. So I challenge you, take the first step today. Quit porn. Reclaim your focus. Rebuild your drive. Restore your relationships. You'll be shocked at what you're capable of when you're no longer chained to a habit designed to keep you weak. If this video opened your eyes, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Together, we can spread awareness, break free from the trap, and take back our lives. The choice is yours. Don't wait.